Hey guys, it's the Wyvern here, and welcome to the next episode of the Escapists. In the last episode, we actually dug our tunnel out to the electric fence. This episode, we're just gonna kind of stall for time. Let me see here. At least until night hours, where we could push a little bit further. Okay, so, is it me? Nope. Cooper and Bruce. Nice. I've been dodging a lot lately when it comes to this, and that's a good thing. Hold on a moment here, I want to check something. Okay, yeah, we're good. This is really good. A lot of dodging lately. I guess I could grab that file. I'll grab it just in case. I don't see me needing it, but I can always use an extra file. Okay, I don't need this many files now, game. The amount of files you're giving away is now on a level of comical. Okay, let me see here. No, it's not, because Larson wants one. Or Rolando wants one. I'll just give one to Rolando. No. Max is selling a hammer. Not much I could do with that. Rolando, what are you doing? Ooh. Okay, slip away from here. What do I need to do? Find a file for Rolando. That's actually my only job right now, which is kind of crazy. Now, what we could do to make our escape a tiny bit easier for later is we can hunt for some nails and duct tape. Oh, there's the duct tape I spoke about. Oh yeah, and I do want to check something. Okay, yes, so we are still good. Okay. So if we get 2 nails and a duct tape, we can create a stinger, like I told you before, which is basically a strip of nails that pops tires. It's useful because there is a Jeep that patrols the perimeter. That's the only thing it's helpful for. We could technically make our escape 92% possible with the use of at least 2 or 3 stingers. Now I say 92% because the thing is I am playing without the volume, without sound. So like all the sound effects, because I do like the music. And the thing is with the sound effects is that the sound effects is what alerts us of the coming of the vehicle. So we're not going to hear the vehicle coming because of this. It's a dangerous game to play, but I mean, hey, what can I say? Your worst enemy in these kind of games is going to be forgetting everything you have to do or getting overwhelmed. I tend to forget because I haven't played this game in so long, and an extra challenge is not playing with that sound because of things like the truck. But hey, I like it. Ronaldo's a snitch. Oh, look out for a toothbrush. Sure can. I could actually get that almost out of any drawer. 100%. I say that and watch none of the drawers I've got to check is gonna have a toothbrush. Because I was like, sure, I can find you a toothbrush, and now I'm not gonna be able to find one. Knock Martin out, sure. I can try for a tub of talcum powder. I can't guarantee I'm gonna find one. Okay. Max. Morrison. Martin. No! Lost Martin. 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 Hey, Martin. Thanks. Huh. I find it very interesting. I keep finding all of this wood. And I'm at this point where it's like, oh, I don't need wood. But I guess I'll just keep collecting it because I can. It's like, yeah, I could create a tool handle and talcum powder toothbrush. Okay. Oh, there's a toothbrush. Now I'm just gonna find talcum powder. Nope. At this point, we're just stalling for time because, as usual, our biggest happenings is going to be during the night hours. You know, I'm thinking maybe I went to jail for theft and breaking and entering because that's all I ever seem to do. Maybe with like 1 or 2 accounts of aggravated assault because, man, all I do seem to do is go through people's desks, which is breaking and entering, theft, which is stealing their things, and then if people find me, I just beat the living bullshit out of them, like Michael here. Sorry, Mike. I'm gonna have to make an example out of you. I didn't want to, but there you go. Now I could go through Michael's desk again and check gills. Yeah, no talcum powder. That's crazy. Oi, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Break somebody's neck already. Come on. No. Of course. Okay. What does Rich have? You see, sometimes a good trick is if you're really tight on money, buy talcum powder or buy an item, and as long as the item that you're buying, you're buying it for less than what the job is for. So like this talcum powder is $18. The job is for $17. So you actually lose out on $1. If this was like, oh, talcum powder $7 and the job was for like $30, this would actually be a $27 profit, but it's not worth it, so I'm not going to do it. Rolando and Levi. Levi, have a toothbrush, my man. Now, Rolando. Yeah, sorry, Rolando. I can't do that. However, yeah, keep your stuff up. No. Aaron has toilet paper, but no. Don't need toilet paper now. We've already been there, done that. Excuse me. Didn't mean to yawn there. But yeah, we've already been there and done that with paper mache. Don't need that now. Okay, I do want to make sure I keep everything together. Again, that tool handle is just so I have it just in case I need it. But tonight's gonna be all about pushing ourselves to the next level. Which what I'm gonna do tonight, when I come down, I'm gonna grab a fence and I'm gonna drop it here at the door. This door will be locked, so I won't be able to open it, but I'm probably going to drop a fence here, so I can just, when I come through this hole, I can slip through, put it there. Because right over here, where I use the orange utility key, actually goes up to another fenced area that's non-electrical, with the generator that controls the electrical fencing. So, yeah. And we gotta be quick about this. Like, even if the last few nights we haven't really done anything, collect resources, we've, merged them together, move stuff around, but it's really all for this night, because the thing is that if we could slip through this and get this part done with the electrical fencing, we're basically on the whole plate. Because now all it is just pushing us through to, we're literally at the point where it's like, okay, what do we gotta do now? Oh, just push ourselves all the way out of range, dig up, and you're good. And again, if you wanted to, you can always get, you could always create the nail zip strips, but I don't feel they're absolutely needed. Spud has nails for free, so if they can leave here really quickly, I could get into Spud's pockets. Go ahead here, push everyone over, get into Spud's pockets, and I can grab his nails for free. Now we have free nails. And it's not me tonight, it's none of my crew. I can't beat up Jackson for you, that's no problem. Belondo, he has nails, but they're on the expensive end. Duct tape is always good. But what I can do is I can grab a couple barrels. Give them the Ronaldo, and now I can get cheaper nails. And now I can do this. I have a stinger strip. Like I said, that'll be better off for way later in the game. Now everyone's gonna go to bed. We could go ahead, throw that there. Now technically, we can't do anything until after midnight, because the guards are still going to be here. That's fine. Right now, what we could do, however, is get everything set up for our next go. I'm going to drop a poster there. Because the thing is, like I said, they don't come in here. So it's not like we're at risk where they're going to see our shit. Grab this. Put it there. Because we'll have to grab that back anyways. I'm going to drop the stinger strip. I'm going to drop the tool handle. These. I'm going to grab the key. And I think that's it. Oh, and I need the other fake fence. So I could grab this fake fence, drop the duct tape. Okay, so now I can come over this way. Take this, cut here, run this up here, come up here. Turn off the generator. Oh, okay. Down the ladder, come this way. We'll cut all that there in a minute. Go down here. 1, 2. Cut this fence. And the reason why we wanted the strongest ones to do it is because it's timed. And if you fuck up, it's probably best to start the night over. Now we're good. We're never gonna use these again. Okay, now we're gonna come down here. I'm going to grab the fake fence. I'm going to put it back on there. It looks glitched for now, but that's okay. The reason why we wanted to wait it until we were absolutely ready to do this was because of the glitch that, oh, if we wait too long and we end up not getting it done, or if we cut it too early to prep for this, we thought that would have been a great idea. And you know, some logic, yes, it would have been. The problem about that is, oh my god, are you kidding me? The problem about that is that in theory it was good, but in practice it would have been a horrible thing to do, because in the event that now you were unable to get it all done in one go, you would be forced to do, you would, when you close the game and relaunch it, guess what? You lost everything. So, in theory, it was good. But in practice, it's actually bad because of the glitch where all the walls and all the fences you cut, if they're not completely cut out, if they're not completely covered, when you relaunch the game, even if you saved, you lost all of your progress on that wall. That's why generally I don't do anything until, and we'll have to play through this day, but generally that's why I don't do anything until I actually get to a point where it's like I'm ready to do it and get it covered. But I think that's it for now, guys. We actually got through the biggest and hardest step at this point, which is actually pushing through the electric fence. Now from here, all we need to do is dig up. Now we do need to know, however, that as we dig, we're going to find mines underground. These are mines that if you step on them underground, you're going to blow up and lose all your stuff. If you stepped on them above ground, well, it'll blow up and you lost all your stuff. So we're at a very dangerous point at this where if we start digging and we start seeing mines, we're going to be careful to dig around them and keep in mind, hey, those mines are there. But I think for now, that's it. In the next episode, we'll continue on through. But this is Ruben signing out. Later, guys.